Hey-yo, hey-yo, rolling down the AT Appalachian Trail. Hey-yo, hey-yo, rolling down the AT Appalachian Trail.
This is the bridge out of Harrisburg. Kind of a long walk. Rocks, rocks, and rocks. Many trees here have been killed by gypsy moths. In fact, it's unsafe to camp here because the tree just might fall on your head.
I'm moving fast.
We're going across the stream in a zip line. We're going to the captain's table. There's a trail angel who lives in that house. Gives hikers a free place to camp in the backyard, cokes in the water. There's the greeting committee. He's barely staying afloat. We just left the captain's table. Captain is an old retired military guy that, as I said, provides free sodas and a great place to tent in a sheltered spot next to the water. A very generous person, and he came out and talked to us about 15 minutes today. Enjoyable talk. So thanks, Captain. So this is the second day out of Harrisburg. Yesterday we did, count 'em, 22 miles. 22 miles. We did it because we slack packed, thanks to Don Raines, who owns Hoofer's Shuttle. He slack packed for us, and we started at 10 o'clock and we finished at 7:30. Took about an hour of breaks. Otherwise, we were walking. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lot of smoke down there, and it's from a burn. I hope that's a controlled burn because they do that in sections around here. And I've been hearing planes buzz around all day. So I hope it's not wild, because I don't know if I can outrun it, because everything's still dead and really kind of dry up here. It definitely looks to me like a controlled burn. You see the smoke coming out of a circle around a certain area, so they're making a backfire. We got a guy here from John Carroll High School. All right. So I'm up here with a couple of fire rangers, and they just showed me this mountain down here is called Rocky Mountain, and it's a prescribed burn around this mountain among others. And they started the fire with a helicopter and some hand torches they're finishing it off with, and it's quite an impressive sight. And I was just told that that ridge in the distance is the ridge I came in on, and it came and looped around here, and so I've been following it straight down this way, and so I'm kind of impressed with myself. We have something of a little historical significance here. This oak tree is about 300 years old. Yeah, it's the largest oak tree on the trail. You can see my hiking pole there for reference. Magnificent tree. Yesterday was Easter. Most important day of the year. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter day. Well, I'm thinking about it. This is the 6th day out of Harrisburg. These rocks are a mystery. We've seen them for about 2/10 of a mile, just the various piles. One pile was really stacked rather neatly, more neatly than this one, and taller. It's the 7th day out of Pearisburg, and we've come across a monument honoring Audie Murphy, most decorated vet of World War II. Fitting place up here on the mountain by an overlook. As you can see, a lot of people have paid their respects. The three main attractions in Virginia were the Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs. What you're seeing now is the trail going to and from the Dragon's Tooth. It was quite treacherous, actually. Try to imagine, if you would, a clear day. And this rock jutting out into space is called McAfee's Knob. It just may be the most famous point on the trail. You can't walk the trail without having your picture taken on it. And so, of course, it's cloudy when I'm here, but just the same, it's still good to see it in person. Well, can't see anything, but I'm sure I'd be wowed if I could. On the way to and from McAfee, you go through these amusing sentinel walls of stone and tunnels of brush. I'm descending this hill, and when I do, I'll go down into that fog, and the temperature will suddenly change at least 5 degrees cooler. The view you are about to see was, to me, the most impressive views I have ever seen to date on the trail. These were called the Tinker Cliffs. It was beautiful. The Tinker Cliffs, and I actually walk along the cliff here. It's the trail runs right by the side of the cliff. Well, I have to say, the three crown jewels of Virginia, McAfee Knob, Dragon's Tooth, and here, the Tinker Cliffs, these are by far my favorite. It's a bit of a climb to get up here, about 2,000 feet. That's about 25 feet lower than here, than these cliffs at least, but it's a nice walk along the path here, and the woods behind us. Gosh, I love to camp out there. The last 50 miles has provided us with the three best views in Virginia, the Triple Crown, so to speak. If it were up to me, I'd like to go up to Pennsylvania instead of having to schlep through the rest of Virginia, but we'd miss Harper's Ferry in West Virginia, Harper's Ferry. And And so we're going to continue on. See you next time.